today we are starting a new lesson, that is respiration and circulation. There are various life processes which occurs in the body of living organism like nutrition, respiration, metabolism, circulation, excretion and so on. Out of these we have to study respiration and circulation in this unit. To do the various activities, every living organism requires energy. Even for doing the smallest activities like the blinking of eyes, for laughing, for crying, there is a need of energy. Now the question arises that how this energy we get. In the body of living organism, food is stored in the form of complex organic compounds, that is in the form of glucose. Glucose contains the energy, but it is the unusable form of energy. It is also called as potential energy. So we have to convert it into the usable form, and then only we get the energy. Now this conversion, that is the unusable form of energy into the usable form, is done through the respiration. Now first of all we see what is respiration. Respiration, it is a biochemical process in which oxidation of organic compound takes place in an orderly manner with the liberation of chemical energy which is stored in the form of ATP. What is respiration? Respiration, it is a biochemical process of oxidation of organic compounds in an orderly manner to liberate the energy which is stored in the form of ATP. This oxygen brings about the breakdown of glucose. Now we have to study what is biochemical. Biochemical means the chemical reactions which are taking place in the body of living organism, that is called as biochemical reaction. Then what is oxidation? Oxidation is the addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen, and this breakdown of glucose with the help of oxygen, it is done in a stepwise manner. Why? Because if this conversion or this oxidation takes place in a single step, then there is a liberation of large amount of energy. So the cell may damage or even its death also takes place. So this conversion takes place in a stepwise manner. The energy released, it is stored in the form of ATP. Now we see the equation. Glucose, that is the C6H12O6 plus, it gives 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O molecule and 38 ATP molecules are formed, or energy is liberated and that is stored in the form of ATP. And this energy which is stored in the ATP, it is the usable form of energy, and this energy we can use for doing the various activities. Okay. Now for the oxidation of one glucose molecule, 6 oxygen molecules are required, and after this oxidation 38 ATP molecules are formed. Means what? After the oxidation of one glucose molecule, 38 ATP molecules are formed. Okay. Now, for the respiration, there is a need of oxygen. Then, how this oxygen come into the body of living organism? So, there is a exchange between the organism and the environment. Now, we have to see what is the respiratory surface. The site where exchange of gases takes place between the environment and the organism is called as respiratory surface. Now, we have to study the organs of respiratory exchange. First, we see the definition. The organs which helps in the exchange of gases is called as organ of respiratory exchange. These organs are different in different animals. In case of unicellular organisms, the organ of respiratory exchange is the plasma membrane or cell membrane. Through cell membrane, there is an exchange of gases. Okay. In case of pisces or fishes, the respiratory surface or respiration is done through the gills. In case of amphibians, the organs of respiratory exchange is the skin. In case of amphibians, the organ of respiratory exchange is the gills. Then, in case of higher animals, the organ of respiratory exchange are the lungs. In lungs, alveoli are present, that is the balloon-like structure, and through the surface of this alveoli, there is an exchange of gases. In case of higher animals takes place. For efficient respiration or for efficient respiratory exchange, these surfaces should possess some features, and these features are, it must be or they have larger surface area. If the surface area is more, then more will be the exchange of gases occurs, and this exchange is occur by the diffusion. Okay, what is diffusion? The movement of solute is called as diffusion. Now, the second feature is it should be thin. If the respiratory surface is thin, then and only then the gases can be easily diffused. The gases can be easily diffused. Okay. Then next feature is it should be highly vascular. The respiratory surface, they must be supplied with blood vessels, or the respiratory surface is supplied with the more blood vessel. If the blood vessels are more, then more will be the exchange of gases occurs. Then it is permeable to the respiratory gases for oxygen and carbon dioxide. Next one is it should be moist. If the respiratory surface is moist, then oxygen can be easily trapped. Okay, these are the 4 features of organs of respiratory exchange, and due to this there is a more exchange of gases